Hey folks, let's take a little stroll, shall we? Picture this. You're strolling down the life's metaphorical path. Your eyes are like a flashlight guiding you through the thick jungle of life. Look, there's a pretty bird. Over there, a rustling tree. Oh, and look, a puppy wagging its tail as if its life depended on it. It's all rather picturesque, right? But here comes the plot twist. Your innocent flashlight can be seduced, turned toward the dark corners, the edgy, the naughty, the downright scandalous. So what do? Play peekaboo with life? Walk around with eyes shut tight, bumping into lampposts like a PG-rated Mr. Bean sketch? Doesn't sound practical, does it? Or safe. Now let's rewind a bit. Back to a time before 4G and hashtags when a dude named Job gave us some OG advice. He said, "I've made a covenant with my eyes. Why then should I look lustfully at a young woman?" Job 31:1. Notice, he didn't say, "I've decided to go full Oedipus and gouge my eyes out." No, what he's talking about is more of a pact. A pact not to let his peepers wander into trouble territory. Cut to today, and this pact is more critical than ever. We're living in a world where ding goes our phone and, hello, there's a celebrity showing off her "I just rolled out of bed" look. It's like we're stuck in the middle of a downpour of images, videos, and all sorts of provocative content. Should we then toss our phones into the abyss, unplug from the matrix, and embrace the hermit life? Well, we could, but let's be honest. A life without pizza delivery? Not happening. So how about we take a leaf out of Job's book? Job was described as perfect and upright, and one that feared God and turned away from evil. Job 1:1. Now before you start printing "I'm perfect" t-shirts, hear me out. Job was perfect because he was dedicated to God, committed to an upright life, and swerved from evil like it was a sinkhole on his way to Chipotle. For us, this means training our eyes to be obedient, to know when to look and when to look away. We don't have to live like mole people, but should consciously choose not to glance at stuff that could lead us to sinful thoughts. Think of it this way. It's like choosing between a documentary about the mysteries of the universe and a reality TV show where the only mystery is why people are throwing drinks at each other. This choice, between living a clean life or one contaminated by negative influences, is kind of like picking between a nutritious home-cooked meal and dumpster diving for a questionable taco. The taco might seem tasty in the moment, but the after effects, not so much. Now you might be thinking, hey, I'm a ninja with my secret indulgences. But let's remember, there's a big guy upstairs watching and knowing all. And I'm not talking about Santa, though he's also kinda creepy with his stalking. No, I mean God. Luke 8:17 warns us, "For nothing is secret that will not be revealed, nor anything hidden that will not be known and come to light." So, the best defense against lustful thoughts is packing your mind with God's teachings. It's like assembling a survival kit for a jungle trek. You wouldn't just pack a bag of Cheetos and hope for the best. Instead, you gather essential tools: a compass, first aid kit, a flare gun, things to guide and protect you. Similarly, loading up with God's teachings is equipping your spiritual survival kit with reliable tools. Think of God's word as a shield, tough enough to deflect lustful arrows. Yes, those arrows may seem harmless, just grazing you, but it's the tiny splinters that cause the most pain. The seemingly insignificant indiscretions that, left unchecked, can grow into big problems. It's crucial to protect ourselves with this divine shield, built by following God's teachings. Let's say you're heading into battle. You wouldn't go in without your armor, right? That's like trying to put out a forest fire with a garden hose or, taking a water gun to a sword fight. The same goes for life. You need the armor of God's word protecting you, unless you fancy going in naked, and that, my friends, is a very different, very breezy conversation. Let's wrap this up. Just like a soldier wouldn't march into battle without armor, or an adventurer wouldn't venture into the wilderness without survival gear, we shouldn't navigate life's complexities without God's teachings. They're our guiding light, our sturdy shield, our unfailing compass. So, put on your spiritual armor, step forward, and conquer the world, one pure thought at a time. So folks, let's pledge, like Job, to make a pact with our eyes, to turn them from the lustful, the provocative, the sinful, and to steer them towards the good, the pure, the holy. Because remember, your eyes are the windows to your soul. And let's make sure we're giving the neighbors a good view, shall we?